what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to C&T Talking Tigers. Well, talking Auburn football is what we do. I'm Courtney Chandler. I'm joined by my main man, Tony Milford. Hey, we back at y'all this week. We got another tough one against Arkansas, but we got to talk about this Georgia game first. It's a lot to talk about it, unravel.
Really, to be honest with you, it ain't much to talk about, really. For the beginning of the season, I had this game checked off in the loss column.
So did I.
So
it
went. So I wasn't surprised that we lost. Would I have liked for us to win? Of course. Could we have won? We could have. I kind of last week's show, I said, they probably gonna, bludgeon us a little bit. We might keep it low scoring. We held our end of the bargain of the low scoring. We held up our end of that bargain. We didn't score. We had 10 points. I thought they might have had 17, 24 at the most. They ended up with 34. And I mean, after the defense was out there you can only be out there for so long. It just, a snowball effect, and it just, all right, they got it, and I'm going to be honest, I think after a while, we was just like, hey, they got it, defense was just like, whatever. It was tough, man. We had opportunity. We came out first quarter, we put together a nice drive, but, man, it might have been fool's gold because we had to convert 2 fourth downs just to get down there to kick a field goal. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I did say, to temper expectations moving forward, because I know we all were elated with the win at LSU in Baton Rouge, as we should have been. We all ballyhooed. We all was singing Bo's praises. Which we should have, because he played big in big moments, but in the totality of it all, the numbers weren't great. He made some plays out of nothing, and I think that the tail turned around and hurt us this following week, because his first instinct or reaction was to just bail out and try to run around, and then everybody receivers try to make breaks, and then we'll make a play. He didn't stick. He didn't stick to the game plan enough. He was a little too happy feet in the pocket. Me and you discussed before the show. Rick Neuheisel was talking about it on the broadcast Saturday. I know you were in attendance at the game. I was watching on TV. We had a double move up the left sideline. I never forget. Bo pump fake and just fled out of the pocket. He never waited on it. It was wide open for a touchdown. Could have been a big momentum changer. Could have been a game shifter, because of course we did not score on that particular drive, and that would have been an easy touchdown. So
Shanker opened a couple times. I saw that with my own eyes.
A couple of times. Our receivers, they got to get better, man. Jackson dropped some really wide open passes. Chavez had one go off of his hands. That turned into an interception. He got hit in the back with the ball one time.
Yeah.
So that was just it was bad. It was bad. The crowd was there. The atmosphere was electric. Courtney was there firsthand. He'll be able to tell you about that. And offensively, we really just pooped the bed, because the game was defensively. We held Georgia in check for a while. We kept them right there close, and then eventually you can only go out there so many times. With your offense not helping you out at all. So, yeah,
I agree. Like you said, I was there at the game. They weren't executing, and I think that's just the best way to sum it up. You said it right, Tony. It was a lot of big plays that it could have changed the momentum of the game, especially in the first quarter. With Bo running around, he missed a lot of wide open receivers. I saw Shank that was wide open a couple times. Now, when we talking about receivers, when he did get them the ball, they did drop a lot of balls. We talk about Shed Jackson. I'm sitting here watching the game. Shed Jackson missed some big plays and that could have cost it and could have put the momentum in Auburn hand.
I remember one time.
Demetrius Robinson
I remember one time, Bo, I mean, cut y'all, but I remember one time, Bo hit shed. I'm talking about dead in between the one and the one. And he just let it hit him all. He let it get all the way to his chest. Bounce right out, man. And then he looking around. I mean, don't be looking around. Look at yourself. Ain't no mirror out there, so ain't no need you looking around. That's all. Like, whoo, man. We
saw Demetrius Robinson drop a couple. It's like, I mean, come on, man. Like, I mean, I know Bo. We talk about Bo a lot, and not just this show. A lot of shows, a lot of analysts. But when he does get the ball in the right spot, you have to catch it. So you gotta help him out because I think that sometimes revert to him going back to them old ways where it's like, well, if they ain't catching the ball, then I'm about to be Johnny Manziel and try to make something out of nothing. And that cost us the game.
And what helped Johnny Manziel is he had receivers catching the ball.
He had receivers catching the ball. He had Mike Evans. He had Kirk. He had receivers catching the ball. Rick Seal Jones.
He had receivers catching the ball, man. Our receivers our passing game as a whole has to get better. As you say, it'll probably get. It's not the X's and O's. It might just be the Willies and the Joes right now. You know what I'm saying?
And I saw that too.
And at the end of the day, man, Georgia's Willies and Joes just a tad bit better than ours in certain spots. You know what I'm saying? Georgia's front seven on defense compared to our front seven that's gonna block them per se.
Yeah,
they have an advantage. I like the way we matched up defensively. Georgia has all-world linebackers. They have all-world defensive linemen. They have all-world running backs. But we have pretty good defenders in the front seven. Our linebackers are a little smallish for my taste, but they play ball. I like the way we matched up with them on defense, but I did not think we stood a chance on offense, and that's really what it boiled down to, man. They had the Willies and the Joes with the X's and O's, because Kirby does a good job coaching those guys up. Coach Smart does a good job coaching those guys up, and I mean, year in and year out, the defenses are spectacular, and this is statistically and just all around, man. This is one of the best defenses I've seen at Georgia since Kirby. Like in Kirby's tenure, this might be his best defense because these guys are suffocating people, man.
This might be the best defense I've seen. I think this is like one of them. You got to put them in one of them like early 2000 Miami type defense.
That's why I left it at Georgia. Because you're a little young, so I've seen some dominate defenses in my day. You know what I'm saying?
I know you've seen a couple
from the desert. The boy with the Desert Swarm in Arizona, man, them boys were no joke. Florida State had numerous defenses that were just maniacal. Florida with the Mike Peterson, Javon Curse days, them boys had defense with Tony George on the back end. Them boys had some defenses. Tennessee had a defense. Tennessee had a defense, man, one time with Big John Henderson in the middle.
Even Auburn had some great defenses. Carlos Rogers, Quinn Groves.
Yeah, Auburn had some lights out defenses, man. Tequila Spice and Ricky Neal. Them boys was on some defense. But this Georgia defense, man, it's tough, boy.
Yeah.
Like they don't have what they don't have. Maybe that those other defenses had was superstars at every level.
Right.
Georgia just has a collection of talent that's just maniacal, man. Those guys, like, I'll give you Auburn held Georgia to 5 for 12 on third down. It was less than 50%, which is good. Auburn gave up 22 first downs. All right. Georgia held Auburn to 5 for 18 on third down.
Yes.
With 4 sacks. And a couple of stops on fourth down. I think we might have been 0 for 2 on fourth down, too.
Yeah.
I know it was one in the first half. We came out, we didn't get, I think, the opening one in the second half, too. I think we were 0 for 2 on fourth down as well.
Yeah, Georgia only tried to go for it one time on fourth down, and they missed it. But Auburn went for it 5 times on fourth down and made it 3 times. Yeah.
Well, I knew the first. I remember the first two. Like, I guess as the game went on, we was just like that desperation.
Yeah.
Fourth down was going for it. I don't. Game was over with then. When the game was intact, that ought to tell you something right there. When the game was close, when the game was in the balance, we was 0 for 2 on fourth down. When the
Mm-hmm.
game was in hand, we was 3 for 3 on fourth down because
Mm-hmm.
it didn't matter
Yep.
then.
It didn't
It didn't
matter.
matter then. So yeah.
And then I think Kirby Smart, I think he was smart enough to, that's his last name, Smart. He was smart enough to know, all right, y'all can get even if y'all do get the field goal or the touchdown, or y'all do not get this fourth down. He was like, hey, my boys, we just gonna run it. You gonna run it down y'all throats, and we're gonna run out the
Eat the
clock.
clock out
Yeah,
and get
eat the
on up
clock
out of
out.
here.
And then when we got when we did score, when Tank finally scored in the third quarter, he was like, all right, y'all defense can come try to shut us down, but y'all do it again on offense. And he had that mindset of y'all ain't gonna be able to do it twice. And I sat there and watched him. I was like, yo, he's like, he knows that we can get this touchdown, but he's like, all right, they might stop us, but they're not gonna stop us again. So like it was like
We
no.
might.
It was like no. It was like no.
It didn't matter how many times we stopped them after we got the lead. We weren't ever going to score again. Like we scored our little attempt that third quarter touchdown. That was it. That's how we was gonna get.
That's all he was gonna
It's
let us
hard.
get.
It's hard.
And
So
when he threw that touchdown to Malarkey, Benson, I knew it was. I was like, yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, it was over.
It was over.
It was done then. And so now we try to put that loss behind us, clear your mind, clear the board,
Mm-hmm.
and you leave. And now you go to one of the trickiest places for Auburn to play, freaking Fayetteville. And not only do we have to go to Fayetteville, we have to go to Fayetteville, who returning 17 out of 22 starters, who started the year off undefeated, ranked in the top 10, took a couple of bumps back to back against Georgia, and they got smashed against Georgia, which everybody has, and they lost the shootout. They went for 2 at the end of the game to try to win it in regulation instead of going for overtime. Lost 52-51 against Ole Miss. They put up a lot of good numbers, man. Their quarterback KJ Jefferson had a really good game against Ole Miss. He was really efficient with the ball as far as the completion percentage, and he threw for maybe 350, 375, something like that. They ran the ball particularly well. They had a running back over, I think their freshman running back, I think his name is that boy Sanders boy. Raheem Sanders had well over 100 yards rushing. The starting running back, Traylon Smith, had like 85, and I think the quarterback, Jefferson, had like 85 yards rushing.
Yes.
So they ran the ball with 2 running backs and a quarterback. And then on top of that, maybe the best receiver in the SEC, Treylon Burks, had another big game. So
136 yards and touchdown.
See what I'm saying? There you go. So he had another big game. So, man, I was really, really high on their defense. I don't know what happened Saturday, but they gave it up pretty good. And they were but they were at Ole Miss. It was an early game, 11 o'clock kickoff. It was early. Ole Miss jumped out on them. They made a great comeback and was right there in the end. Had a chance to win. This is a darn good football team, man. This is a damn good football team.
Yes. Yeah, you said it right. I mean these boys. I mean they're not the original Arkansas that we used to, where you just go in there and you already can guarantee a win. This Arkansas team is for real, and hate to bring up the past, but I think they got a little bit of edge on them considering what happened last year in Auburn and how that game ended.
We got away with one then, boy.
We got away with one. So
they look at here, man. This Arkansas team, man, they average 32 points a game, 460 yards a game, 245 yards rushing per game. They sheesh, man. I mean, they beat Texas 40-21. They held A&M to 10 points.
Yeah.
They got obliterated by Georgia, but so does everybody. And
Right.
they went blow for blow with Ole Miss, man. They're out here, bro. KJ Jefferson, the quarterback, man, over 1,200 yards passing, 9 touchdowns, only 3 picks.
3 picks.
Both threw his first pick last week, but they run the ball. They have a couple of running backs. That run the ball, and like I said, they got Traylon Burks, man, and that boy is a monster among men. He
Yes.
really is, man. They
NFL
bounce
type receiver.
Yeah, they bounce on the ground, man. Traylon Smith averaged about 65 yards a game. The freshman Raheem Sanders averaged about 55. And then you got your quarterback, he averages another 53 yards a game. So they're gonna put the ball on the ground. They're gonna run it with Sam Pittman being the head coach. He was Georgia's offensive line coach. So he's gonna want to try to run that ball and smash it. But he's got a quarterback that can put it in the air, and he's got a receiver that knows what to do with it. And on defense, man, they've only got 2 guys that's picked the ball off for them this year. Like period, they only have 4 picks as a team. Same 2 guys, Monterey Brown, a senior cornerback, and Jalen Catlin is their safety. Those are only 2 guys with picks on the team. So they can be had a little bit. Ole Miss, Matt Carroll had his way. They get after the quarterback a little bit. I will give them that. What is this? They got like 10 sacks as a team. And like I said, they don't really turn the ball over much. They pretty much try to play sound football, keep you in front of them. They don't really like to they try not to let you run the ball on them. They try to keep that to a minimum. Grant Morgan, middle linebacker, man. I know he averaged like 12 tackles a game last year. He's really experienced. Like I said, they brought a lot back on defense, man. They brought back 9 guys on defense with a couple of other guys that played. So they're a sound unit. We're gonna have our hands full, bro. Like Jesus Christ, I can't lie.
This ain't the same Arkansas team.
I mean, we had our hands full. We had our hands full last year with Arkansas. Felipe gave them something that they really didn't have before, which is a competent quarterback, and we almost lost. I mean, we almost lost that game, man. I mean, it was close. They had a lot of games like that last year. I mean, they lost to LSU last year by 3 points. They lost at Missouri last year by 2 points. They lost less than 2 touchdown differential at Texas A&M last year.
The only team they got blown out by was Alabama.
Bama and Florida put it on pretty good.
Yeah, Bama and Florida. Yeah.
Bama, Florida, and Georgia all blew them out. Everybody else, they was right there with them. So you can see it coming into fruition last year at a point. And so, man, them guys, man, sheesh, we're gonna have our hands full. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
They brought back 5 starters along the offensive line. Man,
this is an experienced team. I heard somebody today say that this game is really going to decide where
our season goes,
and also who's the other team that's going to be in competition for the SEC West. And that's really because it's really up for air right now, but this game is going to really decide that who's going to be the team who's going.
Because if you lose this game, if Arkansas loses this game, it's a wrap on
they're
them
done
in the West anyway, because they just lost to Ole Miss.
Yeah.
So they need this game to stay in it. We need this game to keep our head above water. Because, like you say, you know how it goes for us. When we leave here, we got Ole Miss next. We get a week off, and then we got Ole Miss coming to town. That ain't gonna be easy because they're gonna be throwing the ball all over the yard. And then
Matt Corral. Jeez.
Exactly. And then we got to go to A&M. And then we got the Bulldogs, Mississippi State coming to us. We get sort of a little break when we go to South Carolina, but we all know what happened last time we went to South Carolina. So Nothing's easy.
Let's not bring up that bad memory,
I
Jesus.
know,
Oh,
right? Nothing's gonna be given to us. So,
no.
but man, we gotta get it, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm a little nervous about this game.
This is
I'm
always
a
a
little
trap game.
nervous.
It's
I'm a
always a
little
trap
nervous about this
game.
game. And not only that, it's the fact that they're good. They're really good this go
Mm-hmm.
around. You know what I'm saying? They like they're not good. So they're good this go round, man. So with that being said, man, sheesh.
What you picking, man? Now before the
Man,
season started, you picked them to win this game. You picked Auburn
I
to
did.
win.
I did. I did. I did.
You
But
picked them to
just
win.
as you chose to have a change of hearts when we went to Happy Valley, you felt like we could, now that you were seeing things a little differently.
I
With
did.
the things presented to us as they are today. Knowing what I know about our Auburn Tigers and these Arkansas Razorbacks, Lord have mercy. I'm still gonna go with the Tigers. I'm still gonna go with the Tigers. Auburn 27, Arkansas 21.
Okay. Sticking with them. All right.
We're probably gonna be losing 21-20 in the fourth quarter, and somehow, some way, Bo's gonna make it happen, and we're gonna win 27-21.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna pick Auburn to win as well. I picked them for the season to win this game. I'm gonna go Auburn 28, Arkansas 24. I think Auburn can get 28 on them. I think what's gonna be big for them is they're gonna have to run the ball. Jaquez and Tank gonna have to carry the load. And I think it's possible too.
You know what? I'm gonna scale it back. 21-17 Auburn. I don't think that many points gonna get scored.
I'm gonna keep my score. I think they're gonna at least get 28. I think they can at least get 28 on the board.
21-17 Auburn. I think I'm gonna go with that. I just I don't know, man. The more I think about it, I keep going back. That 27-24 really sounds realistic, and that 21-17 for some reason I got a feeling both defenses is gonna make it hard on the other one.
Yeah.
Then
I can see both.
Yeah,
I can see both.
But at the end of the day, though, you'll see us winning, though. That's how I know I see that.
It's gonna be a W. It's gonna be a W.
Because man, I'm gonna tell you, I coming in here to do these shows after losses just ain't that.
It ain't fun.
That ain't it.
Yeah.
Excuse my attire today, ladies and gentlemen. I had to shoot the podcast on my lunch break today.
Yeah, he's a working man.
Didn't have time to have a wardrobe change on. I apologize.
It's all good. We're working men out here. It's all good. It's all good. But I think we both picked on to win this game. We have both picked on to win this game. I think it's gonna be a fun one.
It's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna be a good game.
I'm gonna be interested to watch these fans, because I know they are still salty about that.
They should be.
They should be.
It's gonna be a hard fought game, man.
It's gonna be a hard one.
It's gonna be a good watch too. It's gonna be a good watch.
Yeah, but I think this game could really dictate how the rest of the season will go.
Those are facts right there, brother. Because man, our schedule doesn't get any easier, man. Like you get. We're going to do. You don't want to go. You want to go to the bye week with some momentum, man. You don't want to go to the bye week on a 2-loss skid. You know what I mean? You want to go in there with some pep. Yeah, we lost to Georgia, but boom, we came back and got that. Because we get that win against Arkansas. It's gonna be a big win for us. We need that win right there, man. We really do. We need that win right there. It would have been better for Arkansas to win that game against Ole Miss. It would have really made us look a lot better if we go down there and beat them then. But I'll take what we can get, because Arkansas, ain't a bad team.
Yeah.
Arkansas ain't a bad team at all. And they showed me something when they made with that comeback they did. And coach went for it. I mean, hey, I like that. I respect that. But
Hey, you got some
we
guts.
gotta get these boys, man. We gotta get these. We need this one. Like, okay, it'd have been nice to beat Georgia, just like we needed to beat LSU. We need to beat this one. Like, okay, we lost Cleveland State. All right, cool. We lost to Georgia, we expected to lose that one. Everything left on the schedule is a winnable ball game.
It's a winnable ball game.
And we need to win them, man.
Yeah.
Like, it was only
even the last game of the season.
Even that last game of the season.
Even the last game of the season is winnable.
That was a toss-up. We could have won that one. I feel like we should have won that one. That Georgia, I knew we had no chance of winning that game. Unless Georgia turned the ball over left and right, we got points off of them turnovers, like a pick six or a scoop and score, block punt, kick off return, something like that. Anything outside of lining up and driving down the field and getting touchdown. If we didn't do anything outside of that, we wasn't gonna win no way. And we didn't. I already knew that. But ain't nobody else set up like Georgia. So I feel good about our chances going forward. It's gonna be, some of our chances might be greater than others, but I still feel good about them. And this is one of the ones that I'm nervous about. I think we should win it.
Yeah.
Man, both the offensive line and Bo Nix, man. If the offensive line and Bo Nix can have a good game, we can beat anybody.
Man,
we can beat anybody. We can beat anybody left on our schedule.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Tony. I wouldn't be surprised I saw TJ Finley in this game. I would not be. I wouldn't be mad either. I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't be mad.
I also read. I ain't read. I'm enjoying the season. Lord knows, I want school out season go as slow as possible. But boy, I'm ready for that spring to come so Demetri Davis can get his job.
Woo! Yes, Lord. Yes,
I'm
Lord.
ready for Demetri Davis to get his job.
I'm ready for Demetri Davis to get his job. I'm ready for the new class of receivers to come in.
These other two, boy.
I'm ready to see Elijah Canyon, Capers.
Yeah, they robbed Capers though. Man. But
they did rob Capers.
Back of the end zone, bro. They robbed Capers.
They robbed, and then I saw, and it was in the end zone. It was in the end zone that I was in. I saw. I was like, bro.
Should have been first and goal right down the goal line. We could have scored. That would have made a big difference.
They robbed. Yeah, the refereeing for SEC has not been good this year. Because then they also threw another flag on Kaufman at the end of the game, which was stupid too. Because he divided the ball down, and then he walked over to the Georgia defender, and they threw a flag on that for unsportsmanlike. So these SEC, I don't know what's going on with the officiating this year. Yeah, they've been missing calls, throwing people out that don't need to be thrown out.
I'll tell you, it's been rough, man. It's been rough for my fellow referee brothers, but
they need to call you up, man. They need to call you up.
Tell you, man, they need to bring me on in.
Call you up, man. You got your shirt ready,
man. Yeah, I got it back there, boy. I got my flags and whistles and everything, baby. I'm ready. But man, hey, I think we're gonna do it, man. I hope we can.
I hope so too.
I believe. Woo! Either 21-17, 27-21. One of the two. Somewhere up in there. Yeah. But I got us winning.
Woo! All right, yeah. Tony got 21-17. I got 28-24. Auburn. All right. So, hey, y'all. Hey, thank y'all so much for joining CNT Talking Tigers. Listen, you can follow us on IG, Facebook, and on Twitter. So make sure you tweet. And I got somebody calling me now. Hold on, let me as we trying to finish up this show. Somebody called my phone. Okay, but make sure you follow us on those social media avenues, and make sure you subscribe to the channel here. CNT Talking Tigers on YouTube. We love to hear from y'all. Please make sure you leave a comment. Let us know what your predictions are for this game, and let us know how you feel about this season so far. We love to hear from y'all, and of course, we predicting the win. We want to hear your predictions as well. We'll be back next week for yes sir. We'll be back next week. Previewing. We don't have a game, but we'll be talking about this game, and then of course we'll have a break so we can kind of look at the season so far. But until then, War Eagle to y'all. We'll talk to y'all
Thank y'all for coming
real
out. God
soon.
bless you. Good night.